Nick Rudder from McKee's37.com. Today is an exciting day at McKee's. I'm excited to announce that we now carry IK sprayers. IK sprayers come from Europe. There's a company that manufactures these for just about every industry imaginable, from industrial, janitorial, and especially for automotive. So this company manufactures a complete line, a massive line of sprayers and accessories. For automotive, we narrowed it down to 3 of the most popular offerings to carry at McKee's 37. We have the Foam Pro 2, the Multi Pro 2, and the Foam Pro 12. And what each number represents is the number of liters that its respective container holds. So if you're wondering, well, what are these? Why do I buy them? Why do I carry, Nick? Well, it's simple. Number one, they're cool. So if you're like me and you like having cool stuff that pertains to anything to do with your car, your truck, your SUV, your Jeep, your minivan, whatever it is, this is a cool accessory to have. So the general application for something like this is anything that you would use in a spray bottle. So if you buy McKee's 37 products by the gallon, which you should if you wash your car more than once or twice a month, it's good to have a bottle like this to refill from your gallon containers, so you're not constantly refilling a smaller bottle and you're not spraying it like this, getting your hand tired. So what these bottles do is, well, first off, they're really thick, heavy-duty design. They have the measurements here on the side. So the bottle is 2 liters total, but the usable fluid level is 1.5. And this one does not foam, and this one foams. That's the 2 differences. So the Foam Pro 2, which is the most popular of the 2 sprayers, what it does is it aerates the chemical. It introduces air to it. So any chemical that has a surfactant, such as a wheel cleaner, a tire cleaner, a car wash, an all-purpose cleaner, it's going to make it foam. So what I have in here for demonstration purposes is our extreme foam formula. Just a few drops is all it takes. So you're never going to use any chemical full strength inside one of these sprayers. And the foam unit, the Foam Pro, comes with 3 different adjustment meters for the level of foam. And they include these little feed attachment here that attach to the bottom of the handle so you can identify what chemical is which. And using it is simple. You pump it up like this. And when it's full, it'll tell you. It'll make it, hear that? That's releasing the excess pressure. So now that it's full, you've got a little switch here to lock the trigger in hand if you want, so you don't accidentally bump it. And using this guy is simple. I got my water, just a few ounces of shampoo. I'm going to shake it up for good measure. Take this guy off, and I'm going to blast away. So this is especially cool when you're using a wheel cleaner or tire cleaner. I have a feeling that most of you will end up using the Foam Pro 2 with my tire and rubber rejuvenator or my foaming wheel cleaner gel. Because when you're cleaning wheels and tires, if you can blanket the wheel and tire in a thick, frothy foam, it allows maximum dwell time for the cleaner to do its work. And you'll notice I haven't pumped it back up again. Once you pump this bad boy up, it lasts a long time. Look at all that thick, frothy foam. That is cool. And again, you can adjust the meter so you can get dry foam or you can get wet foam. I believe this is the wet foam, so it's going to have the more water involved. But that's just plain cool. This is still dwelling. And since you never use the chemical straight in the bottle, meaning undiluted, what a lot of you will do is you'll buy our gallon of foaming wheel cleaner or our gallon of tire and rubber rejuvenator, and you'll cut this. And what I mean by cut it is you're not going to pour this straight into this container. It's not designed to be used that way. You can make an extremely, extremely economical wheel cleaner simply by filling, let's say, most of this with water and then adding just a few ounces of wheel cleaner. You can cut it 3 to 1 or 4 to 1 or 5 to 1 or 6 to 1, however you want, so it cleans your wheels and tires. if you clean your vehicle frequently, you don't necessarily need to use something full strength when it comes out as a thick foam like that, because if you take a look, it's still dwelling on the wheel. I mean, you have this nice foam, and it's going to do that with any kind of chemical that has a surfactant. So just by buying a gallon, follow me on this, buying a gallon of foaming wheel cleaner gel, it's going to pay for one of these because you can dilute it and you're going to get so much more for your money. So that's the Foam Pro 2. The next one is the Multi Pro. It's basically looks the same. The tip is different, although it does include this extra tip for more of a fan spray. You have the little feet here that attach. Here, I'll show you. So you know that green is wheel cleaner, because most of you guys, you'll end up starting off with this one, most likely, and then you'll go, man, this thing is sweet. You'll get this one, because what you'll do with the Multi Pro is you can create gallon upon gallon of ready-to-use waterless wash using our SiO2 rinseless formula. This dilutes ½ ounce of concentrate for every 22 ounces of water for ready-to-use waterless wash. So you take this guy, and it's the exact same application. Oh, and there's a pressure release valve here too. So when you're done for these for the day, you pull that guy, and it's really important. This is a tool, it's an investment, so you want to take the cap off, you want to rinse it out, clean it up with water, and get any kind of chemical out of there. And these two, they can be used with chemicals with a pH of less than 10. So you can use acidic cleaners and not run into any issues. And they're also great for cleaning floor mats. You know, you can fill this one with our total interior cleaner mixed with water. Use it to clean floor mats, you use it to clean tonneau covers. Pump it up. And this is actually really easy to pump. All right, it's full. I'm gonna take this, and it puts a nice high volume of liquid on the surface. So I'm rinsing off my soap for demonstration, but normally what you would do with this is you'd have a waterless wash formula inside this guy. And when you use a waterless wash, you want to dispense a high volume of water on the surface for lubrication purposes. The more lube, the better. So you will thoroughly lubricate the surface, and then you'll wipe with your microfiber towel. And compared to using a spray bottle where you're going like this, just for fun, I'm going to just keep this depressed, see how long it goes. This is a lot easier than going like this, because most of us are addicted to our phones these days. So we have de Quervain syndrome in our hands, we have arthritis. It's challenging to use a spray trigger, but this guy, you pump it up a few times using your shoulders, which are much bigger muscles than what's in your fingers here. You're scrolling through Facebook fingertips. Get your shoulders doing the work for you. Look at that, it's still going. Let's go over to the wheel. Rinse this guy off. I'm starting to lose some pressure. I like videos like this because this is a real world point of view. There's not going to be any editing in here, making the product look different or better than it actually is. And I'll tell you, I've been in this industry for 10 years, and I've been bombarded over the last 10 years with tons of, thousands at this point, overseas manufacturers that try to sell me Chinese knockoffs and stuff like this, and they're all garbage. So it's so refreshing to be contacted by a legit company and say, hey Nick, we have a quality product, we want to send it to you. It's not made in a third world country, it's not made in China, it's not made, you know, anywhere where a country is known for low quality products. It's made in Europe. Awesome quality. And this guy's still going, look at this. It's still spraying. I don't have anything else to talk about, so I'm just going to stop it. This guy's still going. Release the pressure. There's still a lot of pressure in there. And then last but not least is the Foam Pro 12. So this is the Big Daddy. So the Foam Pro 12 is essentially the same as the Foam Pro 2, except it holds 12 liters of liquid. And you have a measurement right up here. It tells you the fluid contents. This is translucent, so you can see the fluid level when you're in there. And this comes with different hoses that have the different fittings, similar to what the fittings are in that. So you can swap these out for more or less foam. This goes into here. And what you do with this guy is you'll unscrew it from its base, and it locks in like that so you can carry it around. So once this is filled up with, 10 liters of water, that's probably, 20 pounds. You can hold it like this, and you can go around and you can spray. And this will cover it in a nice frothy foam. So this is perfect for doing RVs and boats. And if you're a detailer, instead of pumping up the smaller one, you fill this bad boy with water mixed with our wheel cleaner, and you have a ready-to-use jug of wheel cleaner for the whole day. All you do is go around, you'll spray it on. It's awesome. And it has a heavy-duty PVC hose, chemical resistant, very flexible. It has a spot to store the hose here. I believe this handle is stainless steel, super high quality. You have another pressure release valve here. So if you pump it too much, it's going to release. And everything about this company, it is all top-notch. Oh, and with these feet here too, what you do is you can put your feet right there. So when you pump this guy up, it's not going to try and lift up on you. And then I'll show you the internals of this real quick. And I want to show you just how thick this bottle is. We're going to take a look at this. So it has a big wide mouth opening, so you can take your gallon container. It's going to pour right in there. There's no teeny tiny mouth opening. And again, you have the measurements on the side. The bottle's translucent, so you can see the liquid level. All of this is high quality. This protective sleeve, I think this comes off. Yeah, this comes off, protects all this. And then the difference between this one and this one is this one on the inside, it has a little fitting there for the foaming function, so it aerates the chemical. So again, this is the IK line of sprayers. There's the Multi-Pro, which I have here, the Foam Pro 2, and then the Foam Pro 12. Check them out at McKee's37.com. They're a fantastic company. They're responsive. Our shipment arrived quickly without any issues, and the support is fantastic. So we're excited to carry this line of sprayers. And if you want to take your detailing up a notch and save some money along the way by diluting chemicals like wheel cleaners and tire cleaners, you can't go wrong. I'm Nick Rudder from McKee's37.com. Thank you, take care, and God bless.